Well, good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, and I'd like to catch up a little bit on a couple of things I've seen in the last week, and uh, and also to thank everybody for responding to my nasty gram in the middle of the week, saying, "Gee, what happened? Where is everybody? Really need to get more participation in the discussion board." And you guys did it. You came ahead and stepped up and started getting stuff up there. That's very important for us to do that. It's very important for us to have this interchange. As I said, one of the things, particularly in a very interesting area like sport economics, where we can take so many topical things, I kind of rely on your participation, your interest, your responses to let me know where we need to go next and how well we're doing with what we've been doing. So please keep it up. Get in there, as we say, get them in early, get them on often, and see how we do this week. I said it's only a quarter of the course gone. We still have 3 quarters to go, and there's a lot of things we can accomplish. One thing I'd like to mention, though, over all the discussion boards that we've had so far, and this is something I think you can think about as we go ahead and look at some stuff that's going on in the future. I started to ask now some questions more about profit maximization and some more real economic issues, more real economic concepts. Treating sport as a business. And yet, right from the first discussion board, where I asked people to lay out some of their expectations and what they saw as some of the issues in sport and sport economics, and then also even in some of the responses we getting to this. A thing I notice is, and it's so typical of all of us when we approach the subject matter here, is how much of your postings, go back and read them all, your own and everyone else's, is written from the respective view, that perspective of a fan, not of an economist, not of a business person, but from a fan. Uh, what do we see as pressing issues? Well, the NFL strike, but I didn't see us looking beyond what's going on there. Somebody mentioned bursting bats. Well, be frank with you, what's that got to do with sport economics? Well, it's got a little tiny piece, but it's not an overall overwhelming issue economically. Uh, we tend to look at sport as fans. We're passionate about it. I'm sitting here in my Post Eagles tennis team T-shirt this afternoon. Savoring our win yesterday. Uh, we we look at things from that perspective. We feel that the product, the sport itself, the all the value it brings to us is our property. And we suddenly sometimes find ourselves looking at things in a way where we might not look at a regular business, and I say regular business, another business in that way, but we look at things from a fan perspective. Now, some of the things we are going to talk about in the coming weeks, like competitive balance. Competitive balance here is going to have two different meanings. It's going to have the business balance and the on-field balance, and how do they fit together, and how do leagues and teams and even individual performers have to use this in order to understand the economics of the situation. Or we mean competitive balance by just talking about it in a straight up business point of view, business way. So that's one thing I really want to mention. We tended to look at things from the fan's perspective, and I want you to be careful as we go forward into the coming chapters to look at it a little bit more detached, a little bit more as an analyst and not as a fan. Okay? So those are some of my comments as we wrap up week 2. I'll be putting together the format for week 3 this evening and getting it up there. Look for some discussion questions. Let's try to get things in a little bit earlier this week, and I appreciate everyone's response, and we'll go forward from here. Thank you very much.